Hi, I'm DCRevolution, and welcome to my new series. So, right now, it's the start of March 2021, and the release of the Elder God Wars is coming soon, and right now I want to raise some money and be able to afford some better gear so that I can take part in that when it comes out. And I'm thinking the best place to start with this is going back to God Wars 2. So today I'm going to do 1 hour of Vindicta, and see if I can hopefully get a bit luck and make some money, as lances are worth quite a lot now. So, I'll show you my beast tab, as right now I only actually have 21 kills of Vindicta, so I wasn't playing very much at all when God Wars 2 was released, so I never really camped this boss, so I'm hoping I can just do 1 hour now and see what comes of that. And I've also never got any of the uniques, so I'll see if I can do that. The gear I'm going to use is Malevolent, just tier 90 power armor, using a scythe, Amulet of Souls, and then I've kind of got tank, boots and gloves because I don't really know what else to use. And I'm hoping that if I just soul split and turmoil whilst using the penance aura, that'll be enough to carry me through the kills. So I've got my kill count ready, so I'm going to go in now and see if I can get some kills. Okay, so here I've switched from a live commentary, and I'm now recording this after I've completed my 1 hour. So, I feel like I wasn't very clear in the introduction of what I plan to do for these videos, so I just want to explain that a bit more now. So the main thing is that I want to make some money. I've got some pretty decent gear. I mentioned in my intro video that I've sort of got tier 90 armors at least and tier 90 weapons, but I'm still lacking a lot of the ability codexes. I don't have tier 99 prayers, and I don't have any tier 92 weapons. And these are all things which I want to get, and I also just want to get better at bossing in general. So, as it stands at the minute, I don't quite have the time to play like I used to. You know, I used to just play all evening, all through the weekends, and I could go and camp a boss for a long time, and just do that until I made some decent money. Whereas now, the way that I play, it's a lot more staggered, and I don't seem to play continuously, so I'm thinking that by making these videos, I can just give myself 1 hour time slot to go and play, and hopefully, in that short time, I can make some money, and I can also share it with people, and show you that you don't need to play for ages, you just need to play consistently and try a few different things, and the money will come. So, that's why I started with Vindicta. At the minute you can get Dragon Rider Lancers, which are worth about 50 mil, and then you also get the Crest, which I think is about 30 mil. And so, this seemed like a good way to start off. So I didn't have very much experience of Vindicta, like I mentioned at the start. And when I got there, the kills started off I was quite rusty on them. I was making quite a few mistakes and getting through a bit of food. And I think I'd also forgot something at first too. So I banked quite quickly. But it still went alright. I got quite a few kills in the hour. You'll see now I'm sort of getting through them. I was using Revolution, which isn't the most efficient way to kill a boss, but I was manually activating my thresholds at least. So there's that. And I don't know, I've just felt very out of practice with bossing. So I was finding that I was sort of clicking a lot of the abilities in my action bar rather than just pressing the hotkey. But towards the end I was starting to improve a bit on that and get there. And I was kind of surging in the right directions, that sort of thing, rather than going off the wrong way. The other thing to comment on is that, yes, I am maxed with max stats and I am using high level gear, but I'm using Malevolent and that's not perked out. Really, I think the thing now to do would be to use some masterwork. I probably can afford that, but I feel like right now it's just not my priority. I'm quite happy with the Malevolent that I have until that fully degrades, but I also don't want to spend money perking that out just yet. So if you are watching the clips too, you might have noticed that during the hour, I managed to get a few achievements. I think one of them was just, first of all, hitting the first threshold of maybe 25 kills of Vindicta. And then I think it was also 5,000 bosses I hit too. So that was a pretty decent milestone, you know. Certain bosses such as God Wars 2 I haven't spent very long at, but overall I've got quite a few kills. So if you are still watching, you'll probably realise that this video is a bit rambly, and I think for now that is what they'll be. I'll just try to show all of the drops that I'm getting on screen, sort of the end of the kills, and I'll just talk over it. But hopefully it's a bit informative anyway. Like I say, I enjoy PVMing, and I can do a lot of the high-end PVM, but I don't do it in a very efficient way at all. But I think sometimes that's a nice change of pace to sort of watching people who have all of the best gear possible and know exactly what they're doing and they make all the right switches. And then the other thing is, if I do keep consistently doing this, hopefully I'll get better with time and you'll be able to see that progression. At the end of the video I'll show all of the loot that I get, and I'll also mention the experience rates that I'm getting, because I do have room metrics and I put that under stopwatch at the start of the 1 hour, and so that recorded everything. So then, like I also say, the aim is to just make some money, mainly in preparation of Elder God Wars, so hopefully when that comes out I'll be able to kill some of those bosses, and maybe I can make some guides on it if I'm any good at the start, and also share some loot videos from that. Anyway, I think that's enough rambling for now, so I've nearly shown all of the clips that I have of just sort of the end of the kill and the drops, so I'll switch back over to the commentary which I recorded right at the end of the hour. Okay, so that's the end of my hour at Vindicta. It was quite fun. Like I say, it's been a long time since I've been there, and I don't have very much experience. But at the end of that hour, I have 46 kills, and I had 21 to start with, so I managed to do 25 kills there. Didn't get any big items, but I did get the one unique in the Zarosian Essence, which means that I'm making a small bit of progression towards completing the log. And I've got all of the items here in my inventory, so I'll do a quick price check and see what I made. So it's 2.7 mil, so it's not particularly good for the hour, but of course if we got a big ticket item it would really be worth it, like this guy here who's just got a lance, so I'm a little bit jealous of him. Would have been nice to have got that 50 mil drop, but I'll have to settle for 2.7 mil for now. So in terms of the experience that I got during that 1 hour, I'm looking at rune metrics now on the actual RuneScape website just to make sure I've got everything right. And I gained 251k strength experience and 152 constitution experience. So it's not too bad. Obviously now we've got things like ED free where you can go just rush the trash mobs and you can get way more experience than that. But I think for doing a boss and having a chance of getting high valued items, that's a pretty decent experience rate. So I think this has been a decent start to my series. I'm looking forward to trying a few other bosses. I think for now I might stick to a few lower level ones, but I am really keen to go to places like Nex soon, and hopefully there I can get some big value items.